In the distant reaches of the galaxy, where civilizations rose and fell like tides, there existed a federation of species known as the Zelath Coalition. The Zelath were a proud race, known for their advanced technology and intellect. They had conquered countless worlds, bending them to their will, believing themselves to be the pinnacle of evolution. On the fringes of the coalition, a small, overlooked planet orbited a dim star, Earth. The Zelath had long deemed humans insignificant, a mere blip on their radar. They had watched from afar, dismissing humanity's wars and struggles as the squabbles of an infantile race. But as they would soon discover, humanity's tenacity was about to challenge their complacency. The Zelath had a plan, a grand operation to finally subjugate the human race. They had developed a bioengineered virus capable of incapacitating Earth's population within days. The Zelath believed that once the humans were weak and vulnerable, they could swoop in, claiming the planet and its resources without resistance. In the darkened halls of the Zelath mothership, Supreme Commander Valok oversaw the final preparations for the invasion. His antennae twitched with excitement at the thought of victory. "Prepare the virus for launch," he ordered, a chilling confidence in his voice. Meanwhile, on Earth, in a bustling city, an ordinary human named Jack Ramirez was about to find himself at the center of an extraordinary conflict. Jack was a mechanic, skilled in his trade but often overlooked by society. Little did he know he was about to play a pivotal role in the fate of his planet. As Jack was working late in his garage, a sudden power surge lit up his workspace. In that moment, a small metallic orb crashed through the roof, rolling to a stop at his feet. Curiosity piqued, Jack knelt down and examined the object. It emitted a low hum and pulsed with an eerie blue light. Before he could react, the orb projected a hologram of a Zelath soldier, towering and menacing. "Human!" the hologram boomed. "You will submit to the Zelath Coalition or face extinction. Your time is over." Jack's heart raced, but something stirred within him. Instead of fear, he felt defiance. "You think you can just waltz in here and take over?" "Not on my watch!" he shouted, surprising even himself. The hologram flickered, and for a moment there was silence. Then, with a hiss of static, the hologram responded. "Your bravado is misplaced. Resistance is futile." Jack's mind raced. He remembered the old stories of humans banding together against impossible odds. "Maybe, but you don't know us at all," he replied, determination igniting within him. With a newfound resolve, Jack began to devise a plan. He couldn't take on the Zelath alone, but he knew he had to rally others. He hacked the orb using his skills to access its data and uncover information about the Zelath's plans. What he found was chilling. The virus was set to launch within hours. Jack sprang into action. He reached out to his friends, local engineers, and anyone who would listen. "We need to fight back. The Zelath are coming for us, and we have to stop them," he urged. Skepticism and fear filled the air, but Jack's passion began to spark something in the hearts of those around him. As the sun set, a group of determined humans gathered in Jack's garage. They formed a motley crew of engineers, mechanics, and everyday citizens. They brainstormed and improvised, pooling their knowledge to devise a countermeasure. "We can use their technology against them," one engineer suggested. "If we can reverse engineer the orb, we might be able to create a defense system." Night turned to dawn, and the crew worked tirelessly. They transformed the garage into a makeshift lab, surrounded by wires, tools, and determination. As the hours ticked away, they built a device capable of intercepting the virus. At the same time, the Zelath fleet loomed ominously above the planet, ready to unleash chaos. Valok was growing impatient. "Prepare to launch the virus," he ordered, unaware that a small group of humans was preparing their own counteroffensive. Just as the Zelath initiated the launch sequence, Jack and his team activated their device. A wave of energy surged through the atmosphere, disrupting the Zelath's systems. Alarms blared on the mothership as Valok's plans unraveled. "What is happening?" he shouted, confusion giving way to anger. "Deactivate the virus!" But it was too late. Jack's team had managed to not only disable the virus, but also send a signal back to the Zelath, broadcasting a message of unity and resistance. "This is Jack Ramirez of Earth. You underestimated us. We are not just a race of squabbling infants. We are fighters, innovators, and survivors. You may have advanced technology, but we have something far more powerful, the will to stand together." The transmission echoed across the galaxy. reaching not only the Zelath fleet, but also other civilizations observing the unfolding events. The Zeleth had made a grave mistake in underestimating humanity. Valak, realizing the gravity of the situation, rallied his forces. "Prepare for combat! We will crush this insurrection!" But the Zelath soon found themselves facing an unexpected challenge. The humans had mobilized, using their ingenuity to create makeshift weapons and defenses. As chaos erupted in the skies above Earth, Jack and his crew stood firm, determined to protect their home. They utilized everything they had, from improvised drones to hacked Zelath technology. The tide of battle turned, and for the first time, the Zelath found themselves outmatched by the very species they had deemed inferior. In the end, the Zeleth retreated, their pride shattered. They had underestimated the humans, and in doing so, had ignited a spirit of resistance that would resonate across the galaxy. As peace returned to Earth, Jack and his team became symbols of hope and resilience. They had proven that when pushed to the brink, humans would not only fight back, but would also rise to the occasion, united against any foe. Valak, in the safety of his mothership, pondered the lesson he had learned the hard way: never piss off humans.